Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Rocky Cinema, or you can call me Rockies, and in the background you guys are going to be watching some Black Ops 3 beta gameplay, and it is directly relevant to what I want to talk about in today's commentary, so hopefully you guys enjoy. What I want to talk about is why Treyarch released the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta when they did, and why that may not have been the best decision. So before I go any further, let's try to hit 25 likes on this video, and that would be much appreciated, and let's just jump right into it. So, of course, it is the 24th when I'm making this video. That means that is the last day for the PS4 beta. Of course, 2 days from now we will get it on Xbox One as well as PC. So what does that mean? For people that have a PS4 as well as an Xbox One, or a PS4 and a PC that is capable of running the beta, that means that people are going to be able to play this beta for 5 to 12 days depending on how much it is extended, and that's very bad. Right now I've only played the beta for about 3 to 4 days on PS4, and I already have nearly 100 gigabytes of saved gameplay on my hard drive from the Black Ops 3 beta. And of course, every YouTuber out there, every commentator, much like myself, is doing the same exact thing. Now, there is a huge problem with that. If everybody out there in your sub box has 100 gigabytes of saved gameplay from the Black Ops 3 beta, that is enough gameplay to last the rest of the year, even past when the game is officially released. So what does that mean? We have seen a trend in the community over the last couple of years that when a game is uploaded to YouTube, it takes about 5 to 6 months, you know, kind of half of a year before the game officially dies out on YouTube. We've seen it in Ghost, Advanced Warfare, with Black Ops 2 being the only exception, of course, but you know, it really is a trend, and every single year we see it. You get a lot of views, a lot of subs, a lot of likes for about 5 to 6 months, and then the game slowly dies off because it's very repetitive and it gets very boring very fast. Now, of course, we are in August. Like I said, the game doesn't come out until, you know, early November, which is about 2.5 months away. So if we're uploading nothing but Black Ops 3 beta gameplay for the next 2.5 months, that means that people are going to be watching the same 4 maps with the same 3 weapons and the same, you know, kill streaks for the next 2.5 months. And that is going to get very repetitive, very fast. And in my opinion, that is going to turn a lot of people off from the Black Ops 3 gameplay. So when the game is officially released, everybody's grinding on day one, doing their first live videos and everything. Nobody's gonna watch those videos because they've seen Black Ops 3 for the last 2.5 months, and they don't feel a need to go watch your tips and tricks or your live videos because it's the same thing they've seen for the last 2.5 months. Now, what I think Treyarch could have done differently is, instead of releasing it 3 months prior to the game being released, I think they should have done 2.5 to 3 weeks prior to the release. Then we could have had gameplay for 2 to 3 weeks as opposed to 2.5 to 3 months. And you know, that would have been a lot better. They still would have been able to fix everything. And don't get me wrong, guys, I am very excited they came out with a beta. It has brought a lot of things that we would not have seen otherwise into Treyarch's eyes that they have fixed. Of course, we have overpowered weapons, underpowered weapons. The same goes with specialists. And then we have a whole bunch of glitches and out of the map things and everything that people have discovered that Treyarch has fixed within, you know, a day of when it was discovered. And that is the, you know, whole goal of a beta. They need to find everything wrong with the game, so when it's released on day one, we actually have a good experience. And you know, no matter if we got it 2.5, 3 months early as opposed to 2 to 3 weeks early, I still think they would have had time to patch everything that they would have needed. Of course, the discs would have already been shipped out, but they could have sent, you know, an online patch to patch everything. It's really not that difficult if they would have released the beta a couple weeks early as opposed to months early, and that's really what I think they should have done. I think they did it very bad, and they had a very bad timing. Of course, they released the beta the day and even week that people were going back to school, so that is insane. Like, literally the day that the beta was released was my first day of college, and you know, that was a really big downside. A lot of people were, you know, going back to school that week. They had to have a normal schedule. They had to go to bed at 9 o'clock. They didn't really have that much time to play the beta. I think Black Ops 3 and Treyarch, they definitely could have done that a lot better. They could have released it maybe a week or 2 later than it was, and then, you know, people would have been on a set schedule. They would have had everything figured out. They would have known when they could play, and you know, it really would have made the whole, you know, the whole community come together a bit more. It would have made everything a lot smoother and a lot better. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's try to hit 25 likes on this video. I'm out for the day. Peace.